Big day, November 30th, officially the last day of hurricane season. Which,
Oh, really?
Good point.
it's kind of an arbitrary date. These, of course, aren't exactly when there can't ever be a tropical system.
Sure.
But usually at this point in the season, it's safe to say we don't have to worry about that.
If we get one in December, we'll play this back.
Right.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about hurricane season, because it certainly was a big one here in New England.
Oh, yeah.
And all across the Atlantic, too. This is a look at hurricane and tropical system frequency, and that's how we kind of determine when hurricane season begins. The start date on June 1st, when we begin to see this uptick in activity. The peak usually comes between late August and mid-September. Right around September 10th is considered the peak of hurricane season. And then here we are now, November 30th, the last date. And notice there are a few spikes, very small ones, indicating a storm or two after November 30th. But the odds of getting anything from here on out are very small. It was an above average season, no question about it. 21 named storms, 7 of which became hurricanes. And of those hurricanes, 4 were major hurricanes, meaning category 3 or higher. And obviously here in Connecticut, it was a season to remember. So let's recap this season around here. Elsa, back at the beginning of the summer, brought flash flooding, nearly 6 inches of rain in a short period of time in Milford. Then we had what was left of Fred, which came in a few days before Henri. In Fred, there was a tornado in Windham County. Then Henri obviously made landfall in westerly Rhode Island. If that had been any closer to us and jogged back into Connecticut, could have been a much bigger deal here. And then we ended with the remnants of Ida, which brought devastating flash flooding, nearly 9 inches of rain in Seymour. Tonight, a lot quieter out there, goes without saying. 35 in Hartford, 40 right now in New Haven. We had a couple of flurries earlier on tonight, but now the radar is nice and quiet. Still some cloud cover out there, which we'll start to lose as the night goes along. There are some snow showers in upstate New York. Can't rule out a flurry the rest of the night in Litchfield County, but for the rest of us, the trend will be any of those flurries ending, clearing out, temperatures dropping back into the upper 20s to low 30s overnight. Tomorrow, a little warmer and a little bit more sun compared to today. We'll have highs getting into the mid 40s. The reason for the warm up, we start to get a westerly wind tomorrow. Eventually, that wind starts to come in out of the southwest on Thursday, and that's when we'll really start to inch the temperatures up. So we'll go through this hour by hour. 5 o'clock in the morning, I think we're partly, if not mostly, clear. Temperatures around the freezing mark, chilliest in the hills. As we go through the morning, we'll start to develop some clouds, so it won't be a perfectly sunny day, but I think compared to the weather we've had the last few days, chilly and largely cloudy, it'll feel pretty nice out there, up around 40 by 10 o'clock, and then getting into the 40s tomorrow afternoon. I think we'll have a high around 45 in both Hartford and New Haven, 30s in the hill towns. Now tomorrow night the clouds are going to return, and these clouds are ahead of the warm front, which will bring in the much milder air for Thursday. But as this warmth comes in, there will be a band of showers overnight tomorrow night, and obviously the temperatures when these showers move in will be important, but I think almost everywhere will be above freezing. Can't rule out a little bit of snow or sleet at the very beginning of these showers, especially in the hills of northwest Connecticut from, say, Torrington up to Norfolk, and then into the Berkshires too. But for us, I think most of us, it'll be mainly rain. Then as we get into Thursday morning, temperatures start going up, and then it's off to the races, especially if we see any sun break through on Thursday. That would really help push the temperatures up. We're forecasting 52 in Hartford on Thursday, 55 in New Haven, and 55 from Norwich to Putnam as well. So compared to the last few days, that will feel pretty nice. Wind coming in out of the southwest on Thursday too. There could be another shower or two Thursday evening as this cold front comes through. And then behind that front, it turns much cooler for Friday. It'll be a blustery day too, with winds coming in out of the northwest, and highs on Friday that will only be in the lower to mid 40s. So we start to go back down heading into Friday and the weekend. There will be a very weak system to our north on Saturday, likely to bring some snow showers to the mountains of northern New England. For us, maybe just a flurry or sprinkle. Doesn't look like too much of a problem. So we'll show you that all here in the 7-day forecast. We're in the 50s on Thursday, cooler for Friday and the weekend, maybe a flurry or sprinkle on Saturday. And then the next chance for any showers comes in on Monday, but at the moment, I think it's warm enough for mostly rain out of that system. That's the forecast. Back to you guys.